Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about polite requests. I chose would, may, the word please, will, and want for this lesson, but we can talk about the rest later. We'll start with would you. Just remember that we use you and would together. Would you do something? We cannot say may you, we say may I. So that's not possible to say may you. Let me just draw a line on it. So this one is wrong. But we can say would you? Would you do something? For instance, would you come with us? Would you have dinner with me on Friday evening? It conveys politeness and respect, making requests and invitations more considerate and thoughtful. And for example, when you say, would you help me with my homework? You're asking for help in a polite way, showing that you respect the other person's autonomy and you're not demanding help. It means that you're not pushing them to say yes. So they have the freedom to say no. Would you like to come to the party? Here, you're inviting someone in a way that leaves them the option to decline without feeling pressured. Again, here they have the freedom to choose. So you don't push them to say whatever you want them to say. Let's just have some practice. For example, here we have the situation, I'm beginning to get a headache. Would you be quiet? We're going to change the phrase be quiet here. Here there are some options. I do number one as an example, then I will wait for you. You can just answer by yourself and I will show you the answer here. Would you be quiet? Open your books. Would you open your books? Would you open your books? Close your books. How do you use it in a sentence? Would you close your books? Repeat after me. Would you repeat after me? Turn on the lights. Would you turn on the lights? Open the window. Would you open the window? Listen to me. Would you listen to me? Stand up. Would you stand up? Sit down. How do you say that? Would you sit down? Close the door. Would you close the door? And be quiet. Would you be quiet? So as a reminder, we use would you as a polite request. It's very thoughtful of you to use it that way. And it shows the other person's choice is important for you. So it makes requests and suggestions more gentle, less direct, and it helps keep positive social relationships. Let's get more practice. Here you're going to make polite requests using would you and the words in parentheses. For example, you're very noisy. In parentheses, I have the phrase be quiet. Would you be quiet? It's very hot in here. Open the window. Would you open the window? Okay, I read the situation. You make the polite request, okay? The grass is too long. Cut it. How do you say that? Yep. If you said, would you cut it? That's correct. It's very dark in here. Turn on the lights. Use it in a polite request, please. Use would you. Would you turn on the lights? The pet is very hungry. Feed it. Make a polite request. Would you feed it? The backyard is too dirty. Clean it. Would you clean it? The baggage is very heavy. Help me. Would you help me? So as mentioned earlier, the other person has the freedom to say yes or no. So they have the authority to accept or decline the request. Now we're going to talk about may I and I'd like to. I'd like to is the polite form of I want to. Normally we use would like after using may I. So it is a continuation of the polite request may I. When you use may I, you ask for permission, and then I'd like to follows. For instance, may I borrow your book? I'd like to read that. So you normally use these two together. So here I have may I borrow that book? I'd like to read it. So we are going to change the pronoun I and the verb read. Okay? I do number one as an example, then you're going to do the rest. I'd is the short form of I would. I'd like to read that book. Tina, so I should use Tina in the sentence. Tina would like to read that book. Use he and say the same thing. I give you time, think about it. Okay, the answer is he'd like to read that book. If you said he would like, that's correct too. He'd like to read that book. He would like to read that book. They is the next pronoun. Use it in the same sentence. They'd like to read that book. Now use the verb see instead of read. So you have the pronoun they and the verb see. The answer is they'd like to see that book. Use the verb review in the same sentence. The answer is they'd like to review that book. Look at, the verb is look at now. The answer is they'd like to look at that book. Now use the pronoun I again in the sentence. I and look at. The answer is I'd like to look at that book. Finish. I'd like to finish that book. Use. I'd like to use that book. And read. I'd like to read that book. Okay. As I said, may I ask for permission? It shows that you care if it is okay for you to do something, respecting the other person's authority and preference. So here we are going to make statements using I'd like to. So you have may I at the beginning, and then you're going to use I'd like to. May I turn on the radio, hear the news? I'd like to hear the news. May I borrow that magazine? Read it. I'd like to read it. Now the first statement is this: the movie was good, was very good. See it again. How can I use I'd like to in this sentence? The answer is I'd like to see it again. Means I want to see it again, but it's polite, yeah? Can you help me find this address? Use find this address in your request. Can you help me? The answer is I'd like to find this address. May I turn on the radio, hear the weather report? Make it polite request, please. I'd like to hear the weather report. Let's leave now. Get to class early. The answer is I'd like to get to class early. They say that book is interesting. Read it. I'd like to read it. Okay, so we did this part. Now let's use would you like to in our request. Would you like to is used with the base form of the verb. What does that mean? It means that I cannot use ing with the verb that is in that sentence or question. I cannot use ed with it. I cannot use s with it. I use the base form of the verb. And would you like to is the same as do you want to, but it's polite. It's very polite. And oops, sorry, I showed you the first answer. So the situation is this: it's so hot today. Would you like to go swimming? We are going to change go swimming. Would you like to go swimming? Go on a picnic. I showed you the first one. Sorry. Would you like to go on a picnic? Now the second one is yours. Try on this shirt. Change this part. Try on this shirt. Use would you like to. Okay. Would you like to try on this shirt? Use my book. How do you say that? Would you like to use my book? Go to the movies. Movies means cinema. The movies mean cinema. The answer is, would you like to go to the movies? Go shopping. How do you say that? Would you like to go shopping? Have some tea. Would you like to have some tea? Borrow my pen. How do you say it? Would you like to borrow my pen? Watch TV. Would you like to watch TV? Go out tonight. Would you like to go out tonight? Go swimming? Would you like to go swimming? So, as you remember, would you like to is a polite offer, invitation, and the other person has the freedom to say no. So there is no pressure. Just remember, this is very polite, and it keeps social relationships very positive, and you can use it in both formal and informal situations where politeness is required. Now, another substitute drill exercise. We have this frame. There isn't any tea left. Look at the picture. There is no tea, but there is some coffee, right? So the other person says, would you like some coffee instead? So this person is offering coffee to the other one. We are going to change the word coffee in this exercise. Would you like some coffee instead? Ice cream. Use coffee. Use ice cream instead of coffee. Would you like some ice cream instead? I like coffee. I just say coffee. Would you like some ice cream instead? Cake. Would you like some cake instead? Fruit. Would you like some fruit instead? Candy. Would you like some candy instead? Chocolate. Would you like some chocolate instead? French fries. Would you like some French fries instead? Milk. Would you like some milk instead? Cookies. Would you like some cookies instead? Tea. Would you like some tea instead? Coffee. My favorite. Would you like some coffee instead? Okay, thank you. That was it. Now we are going to give short answers to these questions. That is very easy. So as I said, when you say would you like to, the other person can say either yes or no. So they have the option to accept or decline, and you show that their choice is important to you. So let's see how we're going to use it. Would you like to go to a museum? Yes, the answer is yes. So short answer, yes, I would. Would you like to go to a museum? Yes, I would. Would you like to go swimming? No, I wouldn't. Okay, you answer this one. Would you like to read this report? The answer is no. No, I wouldn't. Would you like to go shopping? The answer is yes. Give a short answer. Yes, I would. Would you like to hear the news? No. No, I wouldn't. Would you like to listen to some music? Yes. Yes, I would. Would you like to borrow my umbrella? Yes. Yes, I would. The point of this exercise is just to know that, to show you that we can use yes or no when we have would you like to. The answer can be either yes or no. It means that there is no obligation. You're not forced to do something. You can either accept or decline. Okay? There is no pressure, and you can use it. It is safe and polite. Now, in the other exercise, we're going to focus on the word please, the magic word please. Very simple, very direct, but it is used normally with imperatives. What are imperatives? Commands, orders, instructions, okay? For instance, in classes, normally teachers ask the students to do things, right? But in a polite way. But they instruct them to do it directly. For example, normally in my classes, I say, please open your books. Please close your books. Please sit down. Please stand up. So the word please uh, just adds politeness to your request, but at the same time, it is direct and gives instruction to the other person, and the other person is going to obey. All right, it needs a type of obedience here. In this exercise, we are going to use the word please plus imperative, so it means that we're not going to use subject pronoun you. We don't need you in our sentences. We just need please plus the verb, base form of the verb, and we need these object pronouns. Subject pronoun I, object pronoun me. You, we, us, they, them, she, her, he, him, it's okay. So you need these pronouns to do this exercise. I've already highlighted, these subject pronouns. It is easier for you to do this exercise. It says make requests using please, using pronouns in your answers. Let's read the examples together. We have Mary would like you to open the door. So the subject is Mary, right? And I'm going to use please. So please, I will, Amit would like you to, because I don't want to use would like to in my request. When I have please, I don't need these words, and I just need a direct form of command or instruction. So please open the door for her. Please open the door for her. I'd like you to find the answer to this question. So the subject pronoun is I. I use please at the beginning, please. So I'm going to omit like you to, I'd like you to. So I'm going to use the verb here. Please find the answer to this question for who? Okay, here I have I. So I, the pronoun is me, for me. Please find the answer for me. Now, let's do number one together. I give you time to think about your answers. Then we will check together, okay? I would like you to pronounce this word. The subject pronoun is I. Think about your answer, prepare, then I will show you the answer. Use please at the beginning. Okay. So I would like to pronounce. I would like you to pronounce this word now. The polite request with please. Please pronounce this word for me. Second one. Mr. Brown would like you to cash this check. Use please and make a polite request, please. How would you say that? Okay, the answer is please cash this check for him. Okay, Mr. Brown, he, okay, so the pronoun, object pronoun is him. They would like you to make some tea. Make a polite request using please. How do you say that? The answer is please make some tea for them. We'd like you to say hello to your uncle. How do you say that? Use please at the beginning. The answer is please say hello to your uncle for us. She'd like you to take the clothes to the laundry. Use please and make a polite request. I hope you're ready. The answer is please take the clothes to the laundry for her. Okay. The last two polite requests that we're going to talk about are with will you please and won't you. We use them as you see here. We use them to make a polite request, make an offer or an invitation. But won't you is slightly politer than will you. Here are two examples. It says, will you help me correct this paragraph, or won't you have some more coffee? But what is the difference exactly? How can I recognize when to use which? So let's just take a look. This is the breakdown. Will you please do something for me is a polite way to ask someone to do something, but it is used in everyday situations. So you can use it in everyday conversation when you need someone to take action. And it conveys a sense of politeness, as you see here, and also you want the other person to obey. You want them to listen to you and do whatever you want them to do. So it shows that you're expecting compliance and obedience. So the other person needs to listen to you. Will you please do this for me? It means that I want you to do it. But want you is somewhat more formal, as I said earlier, and encourages the other person to do something they might not be willing or inclined to do. And it implies that you would be pleased if they did it. So they don't want to do it, but you expect them to do it. And it shows that if you do it, you will be really happy. So it's a polite encouragement to do something, often with a sense of formality. Okay, so won't you is a little bit politer. And now we're going to use won't you in our request. The situation is this: won't you have some tea? No thanks, I don't care for any now. We're going to change have some tea. Okay, it's this part. We're going to change this part. So we're just going to make simple request using these verbs. All right, won't you have some tea? The second one is stay longer. Please make a request using won't you and stay longer. Won't you stay longer? Stop by tonight. Stop by means visit us. stop by tonight. Can you use it and make a polite request? Yeah. Won't you stop by tonight? Take some more. For example, you're offering, I don't know, cookies, candy, whatever. Take some more. Won't you take some more? Stay for a while. Won't you stay for a while? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute means wait. Won't you hold on a minute? Open the window. Won't you open the window? Do me a favor. Do me a favor means help me or do something for me. Won't you do me a favor? Wait a few minutes. Won't you wait a few minutes? Stop by tomorrow. Won't you stop by tomorrow? Have some tea. Won't you have some tea? Okay. In the next exercise, you're going to change the word salad. And again, we're going to use won't you. Won't you have some more salad? Yes, I will. Thank you so much. So you're using it to offer something, right? Won't you have some more salad? Tea. I think you got used to this exercise now. Won't you have some more tea? Cake. Won't you have some more cake? Dessert. Won't you have some more dessert? Rice. Won't you have some more rice? Toast. Won't you have some more toast? Coffee. Won't you have some more coffee? Candy. Won't you have some more candy? Cheese. Won't you have some more cheese? Food. Won't you have some more food and salad? Won't you have some more salad? Okay. In the next exercise, you're going to use will you please, all right? And the object pronouns that you see here. Example, so you have an imperative sentence, very direct command or instruction, and you're going to use will you please to make a polite request. Read the letter to me. So the letter it, right? So I can use the pronoun it instead. Will you please read it to me? Describe the problem to her. Will you please describe it to her? Now you do this one. Introduce that man to them. Use one of these pronouns instead of that man. And will you please? Okay. The answer is, will you please introduce him to them? Repeat the answer to him. Don't forget to use the pronoun instead of the answer. And will you please at the beginning? The answer is, will you please repeat it to him? Explain the meaning of freedom to me. Use one pronoun instead of the whole phrase. The answer is, will you please explain it to me? Give this book to your teacher. The answer is, will you please give it to your teacher? And the last one, describe the play to us. The answer is, will you please describe it to us? Okay? And here you're going to use want you and the words in parentheses to make a polite request. The cake is very delicious. Have some. Won't you have some? So you're just offering them. It's very cold outside. Come in. Won't you come in? It means I will be very happy if you do. I know you don't want to, but if you do, I will be happy. The food is ready. Stay for lunch. How do you say that? The answer is, won't you stay for lunch? We're having a good time. Stay longer. The answer is, won't you stay longer? You look very tired. Rest for a while. The answer is, won't you rest for a while? There's plenty of cheese. Take some more. Want to take some more? We'll be glad to see you. Glad means happy. We'll be glad to see you. Stop by tonight. The answer is, won't you stop by tonight? As I said earlier, stop by means visit us. Now, I have these situations, and these situations all require for a polite request. What would you say in these situations? Please type your answers in the comment section, and I will be very happy to see your answers. And if there are any mistakes, I will give you corrections. So please do me a favor, subscribe, like, share, comment, and if you have any suggestions for my next video, write it in the comment section as well, and I will make my next video based on your suggestions. Thank you so much, and have a good day.